So you're thinking about selling your home and wondering, should I stage my home for sale? Well, this is Sean Zanganeh bringing you tips and tricks on how to win in the San Diego real estate market. So today we are on site at BlueGrape Staging's warehouse facility where they have all kinds of amazing pieces to make a home really come to life. And we're fortunate enough today to meet with Pramiti, the owner of BlueGrape Staging, to really help us realize, should I stage my home? Is it important? Or is it even necessary for me to get the dollars I'm looking for to make my move? So Pramiti, thank you so much for being with us here today.
Thanks for having us. Exciting.
Absolutely. So tell us, we run into this conversation all the time. We're sitting down with an owner and we're talking about, should we stage, should we not? Tell us why this is important, why someone might feel that if they go through staging, we can really take your home to the next level.
Right. Staging a home is important because every home needs to be presented right, whether it's vacant or it's occupied. So I understand sometimes when sellers are living in the house, it's uncomfortable to get their house staged. But one of the most important points is that every buyer who walks in wants to make an emotional connection with the house to make an offer because they want to see it as their potential home.
Sure.
And when you're living in the house, you have an emotional connection to the home, which you need to detach yourself from.
Sure.
So we need to depersonalize and make this home neutral enough so every buyer who walks in from every walk of life can potentially visualize this as their home. So it's important to depersonalize and to create a ground where buyers can feel an emotional connection.
I know as a real estate agent helping a lot of sellers, that's probably the first thing we talk about is how can we declutter and depersonalize so that people can envision themselves in that living room, in that bedroom, in that kitchen. So I think that's a really important concept to really take into consideration is how do we just kind of make it look neutral to the masses, right?
Right, exactly. It's funny because, sometimes if I walk into a house and you have a showing and I'm seeing all your children pictures, you get so involved with that that you cannot even appreciate the strengths of this house.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, one of the other things I always run into is furniture. Sometimes people just maybe don't have the right furniture in a house to really make it shine. Tell us a little bit about what's important about furniture and what things they could possibly reconsider or change in their home before putting it on for sale.
So furniture, two important points. The first is layout and scale. It's very obvious that a buyer needs to walk into a certain flow of traffic. And often furniture could be out of scale. So you could have a very, very big sectional in a family room, which makes it seem half its size. And then you want to see rooms as larger and bigger. But if out of scale furniture can make them feel smaller, make them seem darker. So that's important to have the right layout and scale of furniture. And the second thing about furniture is that very often dated furniture can make homes look dated, which is not true. But it might be possible that you are selling to today's buyer, but the furniture is from the 60s and dark and heavy, which is not on trend for today's buyer.
So you mentioned on trend. Tell us a little bit more about that. What is on trend and how can somebody take what they have, bring you in to consult with them and bring in some of the great pieces that you have and really bring them on trend so it really appeals to a larger group of people?
Yep, that's a good point. Being on trend helps position the house at the best price because when you see on trend, lighter, neutral furniture, you can truly appreciate the character and strength of the house and appreciate the highlights of this house because the furniture is not what they're buying the house. But it's just creating a nice, consistent design as you walk from room to room for today's buyer. Buyers travel across places, they see new construction homes, they see HGTV, so they do know what's on trend. And that's what, when they see that in a house, they want to make the best possible offers.
I know anytime we walk into a house that's been beautifully staged or rearranged, all of a sudden the emotional feel of the buyer, even if they may not like the home, just elevates a little bit, as opposed to a really beautiful home that may have really dated or not adequately fit sized furniture. It's a huge difference for us. So guys, these are really important tips to getting your home sold, especially in this ever-changing market. We're starting to see more inventory come on where you really want to stick out from the crowd. These tips, I will tell you, are gold, and I really recommend you sitting down the next time we talk about potentially listing your home and figure out what's going to make us feel on trend and right for the market. Well, Pramiti, thank you so much for being with us here today and inviting us to your wonderful warehouse here. We're really excited to be here. If you guys are looking for more tips and tricks on how to win in the San Diego real estate market, we're going to have Pramiti's info below, so if you guys want to have her come out for a consultation, she'd be happy to do so. This is Sean Zanganeh bringing you tips and tricks on how to win in the San Diego real estate market. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Thank you.